Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. If you're here, if anybody's here. Oh, we got a few people in already. All right, so that's great. We got Wolf's in here, showing up nice and early. Big redhead, Mega Doomer, Destro Designs. Hello, my friend. Thanks for coming, everybody. Andrew Barnett's. All right, nice. We got some TV Cobra supporters here. All right, thank you for joining us. So here we have the Anchor Viper from TV Cobra, and I'm gonna interview Anchor Viper about Cobra. We're gonna talk some shit about GI Joe, and we are going to also get Anchor Vipers because you're a collector, right? I understand you collect classified.
I am. I most of what I have right now are the ARAH figures. I've got mostly the old ones, but I have a few of the modern classifieds from this century.
Nice.
I definitely want more.
Do you actually collect GI Joe characters or just Cobra?
There are a few Joes that I've conscripted into my Cobra army. Some that are very, very cool. That I think are very cool, like Rock and Roll.
Yeah. Is that blasphemy to say that GI Joe is cool?
Well, I think he's badass enough. He could be a Cobra.
That's true. Okay, maybe we can convert him.
Yeah.
Lynn Green says she watched the whole TV Cobra channel this morning. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Bobby.
I salute you.
Hello, Same Time Toys. Thanks for coming. Great. All right. Yeah. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Okay. We got a good amount of people coming right off the bat. That's great. Well, so yeah, I'm really curious as to how you got into this and what your perspective is on the war.
Okay. Well, so before we get started, I would like to read a brief statement.
Yeah.
So first, as always, hail Cobra and hail Cobra Commander.
Hail Cobra, yeah.
Excellent. As you're aware, I'm Anchor Viper, host of TV Cobra, the most honored name in global news today. And I am both proud and privileged to join you, Mr. Spirit Animal, and your audience here tonight. With your permission, before we get into the interview, I would like to make a brief statement. TV Cobra is currently wrapping its first season, and we are simply delighted to have received such a warm welcome from this amazing community as we prepare for season 2. If you or any of your viewers would like to bring more TV Cobra episodes to life, please visit our Patreon and consider getting your Cobra War Bonds. Ooh. As you can see, these certificates are beautifully designed and good for redeeming various products in our store that will help us keep the program alive. I would also like to say I'm a big fan of Destro as my spirit animal. You, sir, showed me that Cobra is alive and well in the 21st century, and so congratulations and thanks are in order.
Thank you.
Not only that, your work, Mr. Spirit Animal, has inspired me to start my own odyssey of classified army building. So thank you. I don't know if you can see them over here. Some of them are on this shelf over here. But it is my sincere hope that I will be able to muster a force worthy under my own command, not unlike yourself and some of your incredible guests. On that subject, I would also like to make a few brief announcements. First, after receiving such great feedback from viewers and vigilant citizens around the world, I will be launching an additional Cobra project to help support the morale of local unit captains and troop builders like yourself. This endeavor will be called the Cobra Service Organization, or CSO for short. Again, I will be working closely with others on the TV Cobra team, such as the multi-talented Tex Thompson, who creates much of the design for TV Cobra, the art, and even composed and performed the show's original theme song. CSO will be prioritizing content for our army building audience in hopes that we can raise every local detachment to company strength at minimum. Of course, we will also be catering to all of our rank and file enlisted troopers and Vipers out there too. So you may expect a variety of additional CSO programming, ranging from practical tutorials and demonstrations by me and other Valkyries, as well as spicier content because, let's face it, we're all red-blooded adults here, and nothing gets the venom flowing like the Cobra cuties. Ask me how I know. I myself will also be appearing in various custom Cobra cosplays, I believe is the term, to reveal that Cobra is not all work and no play. On that note, one of my new programs I'm happy to tell you about will be called Anchor Viper's Playdates. There we can all gather in a less formal setting, get comfortable, and, well, as it's in the title, play with our figures. Admittedly, I don't have many yet, but that's all about to change, and it's all your fault, Mr. Spirit Animal. There is certainly much, much more coming that I would like to share, but I will conclude with this. It is an absolute privilege to be on this program tonight. In my time working for Cobra, this is certainly one of the highlights of my career, so thank you. And thank you to all of your viewers for being so welcoming and also for defending my honor online. As you know, we live in strange times, but if we remain focused, vigilant, and obedient to His Excellency, Cobra Commander, we will continue to make history until our final day of victory. Cobra forever.
All right, very nice. Okay. We got lots of comments here. This is a good one here. Bobby. I can't believe there's groups out there trying to stop Cobra from solving the world's problems. It's a good point. I think, like, honestly, you are one of the most trusted news sources, but that is only because all of the news is largely bullshit, and you can't really trust the mainstream media. And then, I guess probably shouldn't trust, random dudes on YouTube either, but random people on YouTube. But anyway, yeah. So is this like an effort here? This is like similar to an episode of G.I. Joe where Cobra decides that they're going to influence culture through creating Cobra TV shows. This is where we get Mr. C. Do you remember that? This is Mr. C, by the way.
I think that is an excellent assessment. Oops. That is an excellent assessment.
Right, Mr. C. You can do a little C. I can see a C team. You should bring back the C team. All right.
Definitely.
The way you said something about defending your honor. Did people have to defend your honor, or were people being assholes? It's the internet.
People have been very extremely respectful and very, very protective of me, and which I appreciated very much, not knowing very much about how you run your interwebs structures here in 2025.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. Yeah. I feel like the community, of G.I. Joe fans is pretty good, pretty kind for the most part, and nice. However, internet in general is just, kind of full of assholes, as we know, right?
It certainly is. They're everywhere.
So I don't know if somebody was like rude or something. Yeah, I get rude comments occasionally. I do get a rude comment here and there. One person did call me a F slur for he did not like my opinion on G.I. Joe Classifieds, which I think is an extreme reason to call someone the F slur. So
wow. Yeah. Wow. Well, we'll deal with them when the time is right.
Up against the wall.
Yeah.
Right. Nice.
One other thing I wanted to give you this. Are you ready for something really cool? I have not shown anyone this yet. Okay. Do you want to see it?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So just released today was
you were the one called me? Okay, sorry.
My file card.
Nice.
I am very pleased with it. Also designed by Tex Thompson.
Very cool. What is it? What's it say? What's the
Oh. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. I'm getting a thumbs up from my producer that it's okay to read it. Cobra Intelligence Officer, codename Anchor Viper. Primary military specialty, TV Cobra reporter. Secondary military specialty, firearms instructor. Birthplace is classified. Little is known about her life before joining Cobra. believed to have been a B action movie actress, where she developed a taste for firing automatic weapons while topless. Rumored she put herself through engineering school working as an exotic dancer. Spicy. Hard rock and metal enthusiast, drummer, trained pilot, and firearms instructor to Cobra's Valkyries. And the quote at the bottom reads, deeply devoted to Cobra Commander. Her weakness is her jealousy of Destro, possibly due to affinity for Baroness, whom she calls Mistress, after receiving unspecified training. Charming but deadly. Do not underestimate her. Menacing.
Let's see. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So you got a thing for Baroness, huh?
Don't we all?
Pretty much we all do. Yeah. Yeah. Literally everybody has a thing for the Baroness.
Right? It's hard not to.
Yeah. I think that I'm a part of a YouTube, Facebook group called G.I. Joe Unclassified. No, G.I. Joe Uncensored. Is anybody else here on that? You guys must be on Uncensored, right?
Writing that down.
And there is like one filthy ass Baroness meme after another every day.
Oh, I'm surprised there's anything else on the channel.
Much, yeah. So multi-copy, yeah, that is. I think that slur. It's a slur, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say it on this because whatever. That's all. I'm just playing the game here. I don't want to say it. I just think it was weird. Somebody call. Yeah, and you're right. Your pals call you that for the most part. This was not a pal thing. The guy was very angry about G.I. Joe in a very weird way. That was makes me uncomfortable. So anyway,
right. The context and the spirit in which it's delivered.
Yeah, it was not a good one. Not a good one.
It's not a good one.
We get lots of comments and I'm missing them all. Sorry, I'm bad at that. Nice. All right. So yeah, so what okay, so I have a few questions about what it's like to be part of Cobra. That I'm interested in learning here. First of all, okay, so you get a lot of different depictions in media. How do you feel about the various depictions in media? For instance, I would say the cartoon depicts Cobra Commander as kind of a giant pussy. Like he's always running away, he's always screaming, he's always retreating. It's just what's your feeling on that? Is that is this an accurate portrayal? How's the commander feel about that?
The Sunbow series is absolutely not an accurate portrayal of Cobra or Cobra Commander. It is 100% G.I. Joe propaganda. And what I use it for is just to get pumped and come up with new slurs to use against G.I. Joe.
Oh, nice. You got a good.
It's fun. It's fun to watch, but it's very unreliable. I would, watch it with your kids, watch it for fun, but don't watch it to find out what the news is or what's really going on in your world.
Probably a good idea not to use cartoons for the news in general, but yeah. So you say, okay, so Cobra Commander is nothing like. So what's he like? What's the man like?
Unfortunately, I haven't had the honor to meet Cobra Commander in person yet, but everyone I have ever encountered who has encountered the man himself has nothing but great things to say about him. And it's not shocking to me, but frustratingly, they're very different from the way Cobra Commander is portrayed in the imperialist media.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's not very cool in the cartoon, but he's very cool in the comic book. In the comic book, he's a stone cold psychopath. He is scary, and that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Very intimidating, calculating, intelligent.
Yeah. Is there truth to the used car salesman thing? Is that like or what's the what do you think about Cobra Law? What are your thoughts on Cobra Law?
I think Cobra Law is yet another totally bizarre fever dream set of propaganda meant to totally undermine everything Cobra Commander has built. As far as the commander having been a used car salesman, I certainly think he's personable enough. I think he could have been a very successful used car salesman. Unfortunately, his background is classified, so I don't know if we'll ever know what the truth is.
Yeah. So no Cobra. Maybe it means like the Cobra law thing is to dehumanize him, make him seem like this weird, gross snake guy. It's just weird propaganda. It's kind of like when they say, some people are lizard people and shit. Like people say that about
Exactly.
our politicians, which a lot of them, let's face it, are lizard people. But Cobra Commander's not a lizard person.
Exactly. They're accusing our leader of being the exact type of evil slime that they are. And
Mm-hmm.
as a follower of Cobra Commander, I appreciate the fact that he covers his face and that he remains, he is a symbol. And unfortunately, the enemy has used that against him and used that, to say he's hiding this hideous visage. I think it's clearly propaganda.
Right. He just doesn't want people to know who he is. All right, what's your feeling on the hood? Okay, is the hood racist or not? There's claims that you can't wear the hood anymore because it's kind of racist because it looks like a Ku Klux Klan member. Have you heard this? Are you aware of
Um,
this?
I've heard this. I don't really see any resemblance. Actually, Cobra Commander is not a racist. Cobra as an organization is absolutely not racist. Um,
Good to know.
and
Yeah, you'd have the
and
one black guy. You got the one black guy.
see, case closed.
You only two. There's two black guys actually. There's Tombstone, and there's Shadow Tracker. That's two. Oh, and then Colonel. What's his name? Yeah. No, we're not saying he's racist. I'm saying he's not racist.
He's
We're
not racist.
confirming that they're
I
not
would say
racist. They
a
have
lot of
three
a
black
lot of
people
where
that
the
work.
racism comments come from are possibly the Sunbow theories, where every Cobra trooper is depicted as a Caucasian male. With the occasional
Hmm.
female dropped in there.
Cobra is accepting of all and benevolent. Correct. Yes, they have three black people. No, they've got like three or four, I think. Wait, what's the other guy's name? Anybody remind me in the comments from the cartoon? He was in one episode. He was like a colonel, or no, he
And
was.
there is in the later episodes of the Sunbow series, they do depict one of my favorite troopers. She's a Night Raven pilot. Her name is Raven, and I believe she's Native American.
He's Native American. There you go. See, right? Every Cobra has at least one black friend. Exactly.
Although we don't require it.
Don't require. You don't have to.
No,
Yes, right. Okay, this is what
it
I'm
just
talking
happens
about.
because we're nice and
There was one in the cartoon. Now they have a few. There's a few. So like we've gone. There was a. Did you guys have like a diversity meeting where you made decisions to like bring in more
you
uh,
know,
people of color? Not really.
as far as my experience in Cobra, we've never needed to have any meetings like that. It's
Hmm.
never been an issue. We've always been pretty diverse. So
Thank you, Lieutenant Claymore. That's who I was looking for. Lieutenant Claymore and Tombstone. And yes, those are good. Thank you. Yes. Right. Yeah. All right. So like, hey, so the fact that he just wears a hood, it's like the way I see it is you need the hood because you don't want to be in a helmet all day. You're not like smelling your burps all day. You're just like that's disgusting. You would want to have you go in a battle, you put the helmet on.
that's true.
But
To me, also, the mask is sort of a symbol, where it's more about what he stands for, not necessarily who he is. And similar to the masks that the troopers and Vipers wear, also, it's not about who I am as an individual or who any of my comrades are as individual troopers. It's what we stand for, which is global liberation.
global liberation. Okay. All right. Interesting. So we have Commander Unicron says racism for the weak of mind and soul. The Cobra life is lived above and beyond that. Very nice. Very nice. Good to know. Good to know. It's a strong statement. What is the purpose of Cobra? What are we gonna do? Like, what's the vision of the world here? Like, what do you say? You take over the world, which is gonna happen eventually. We know it because you got better shit. Like, let's just face facts. You got way better shit.
We're better organized.
Better organization. You want much better weapons. Just like, so what? So you do that. What happens? What do you do? What's Cobra? What's the? Because maybe I'll sign on if it's better than what we got going on with our politicians.
Well, global liberation is certainly in order. More freedom, more liberty, better outfits, a much better style, and more hard rock music. Kill Cobra.
Very nice, very nice. Peace and order. Yes, here we go. Some people in the comments. Wolfson says the World Vision getting the Mind Ripper Prole. All right.
Kill Cobra. And nobody is broken, Cobra.
Nobody's broke. I like that because I'm broke.
You don't have to stress about bills anymore or healthcare.
Oh, does Cobra provide good healthcare?
Of course.
Now, what about the fact that occasionally your Cobra healthcare might involve you, getting gills or something, right? Like Mara, they might give you gills. They might.
Personally, I've always wanted gills. I would be honored to donate my body to Cobra Science.
I mean, admittedly, Mara looks pretty good with the gills. She looks.
It looks great. I was thinking of her actually. I was like, oh, what race is she? Mermaid.
Oh, wait, here we go. You can confirm this. I hear the only thing the Baroness wears under that leather cat suit is a Cobra. That's nice. Very nice. Nicely done.
I don't know that she wears anything.
Oh yeah. Hope not. So you say you haven't met the Cobra Commander, but you met the Baroness?
I indeed have met the Baroness, the mistress. As it says on my file card.
Oh, Andrew says he's always wanted gills too. Hey, well, they're useful. Gills are useful.
See?
You could, I mean, they're not useful if you want to like walk around in the air, apparently, because she
right. Having to wear like a fishbowl on your head would be inconvenient, but I've always wanted to dive and.
Right, that does not seem convenient as well. Okay. Let's see. Wait, what's this? Okay. Question: ever think about custom design orifices as a modular addition to mission tasks? What? I'm not trying to understand that. Do you mean?
I think maybe I have.
Okay, you got it.
I don't know. But I do have a joke.
Okay.
So why did the Joe bring a ladder to the bar?
Why?
Because he heard the drinks were on the house.
Oh, it's just like their jokes. Joe jokes are like Polish jokes. They're just like stupid. Is that the take? They're just like dumb.
Yes, it gets dumber.
All right, let's hear some. Here's some more dumb.
Well, how do you know that ET is a GI Joe? Because he looks like one.
What does that look like?
Like ET. Like weird.
Molly Crew said it best. Gills. Yeah. All right. Wait, there's some. Okay, there's some disagreement about the founding of the Cobra philosophy. Who is the rightful hero of the Cobra philosophy?
Was that a question?
Yeah.
Who was the founding hero of the Cobra philosophy? And someone is saying that this is not Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I guess it would be Cobra Commander. There is a little lore that there's a lost TV cartoon called The Most Dangerous Man in the World, in which Cobra Commander was secretly keeping this like philosophical genius about that. But whatever, it's a cartoon. We decided that's propaganda. So It clearly is the Cobra Commander.
Interesting. I'm unaware of this.
Yeah.
It does. If it is Sunbow series, it does sound like it could be propaganda. But I'm
What
always
was ne-
interested in learning more about the history of Cobra.
what was never produced, but it was like the suggested alternate Cobra Law idea was the most dangerous man in the world. It was a novel produced by Buzz Dixon. It was his alternate take. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Intriguing. I'll make a note.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think the word? What's the what do you? All right. Let's talk some shit about GI Joe. All right.
Excellent. Yeah.
um. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Who's the lamest? Who you like really just hate?
Well, like I mentioned before, I do collect the 80s figures. These are from my era. And when I look at the collection I do unfortunately have some G.I. Joe figures. I did try collecting them. And when I look at my army arrayed, I see my beautiful Cobras and I see some of my Joes. And I have 5 copies of one figure and none of them have their genitals. It's Duke. Every single one is dickless. I think this man has no idea what he's doing and does not know how to perform an operation safely.
It's true. It's true. There is a lot of dickless and thumbless. Uh,
Lady J, I would say is a Joe I wouldn't mind scooching over to our side with her pretty raspy voice, and she's very smart for a Joe.
she does have that sexy voice. That is the sexiest voice of all time, I think.
Very sexy.
So I'm taking it. I'm feeling you like women. Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Right. All right. Here we go. We want to request. Can someone tell Dr. Mindbearer that every day is not Casual Friday?
I agree. I think people think that's a little bit weird, but you at least know when you go in his lab, that's what he's going to be wearing. So
He is jacked, though. He's jacked.
I never see him working out though, so I feel like that might be a product of some experimentation that he's keeping for himself, holding out on everyone else.
He's got some sort of like Cobra shake weight kind of thing
Exactly.
going on. We just like works him out in like 2 minutes, and
Exactly. A little belt he puts on.
yeah. Why is he so ripped? That's what we think. We think he's ripped. Mindbender is Sigma. He answers to no one. Wow. Yeah.
He is rather hard to control.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust a shirtless dentist. Yeah, my dentist walked in and he had no shirt and he was jacked. I would be very disturbed. I'd be very uncomfortable.
Me too. I think
Really
those are
uncomfortable. Yeah, it's not good. Nice. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, what else? What else? All right, I'll talk some shit. I'll talk some shit from GI Joe. Even though I like GI Joe, obviously, I wore Cobra shirt though, in honor.
excellent. Good, because if you had worn a G.I. Joe shirt, I was going to ask you to change.
Yeah. Duke. Yeah. Why isn't Duke dead? Come on, he should have died. We all know that Serpentor hit him with the little spear. We know he died. Duke
exactly.
is more. Duke is all right. Are you people Duke fans in the chat here? I'm a prude. Destro is a spirit animal. Is a prude. Why? Where's that coming from?
What?
I'm the one always talking about like, whatever.
Where is this person from?
Melted Copper's my buddy there. It's always here.
I can't see the comments, so I'm
We're
sorry,
friends.
but
Oh, you can't.
if
Okay.
you're a prude, I would like to see what channels they're watching. That sounds like fun.
Okay. Duke is bland. Yes, Duke is bland. He's bland, right? Would you say, Anchor Viper? Duke is kind of bland.
He is very bland. I would say that Beachhead is the most respectable of the enemy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we wanted to talk shit. The my favorite example, I wish I knew off the top of my head which number the episode was. The title is The Viper is Coming. I think one only needs to watch the first 5 or 10 minutes of that episode, although it is nonstop Joe psychotic, just bungling, wasting the taxpayer money, destroying cities left and right, shit show of a crew there. It's a pure buffoonery.
Mike Ross says, still no Facebook Messenger reply. I'm sorry, I will get to you. I think sometimes I like look at my Facebook in like a bourbon fueled haze, like 3 a.m. Then I forget, and I have to get back to it a few days later. So I got you. I'll respond. Anyway, Flint. Yeah, Flint is much cooler than Duke. Flint is much cooler than Duke, without a doubt. But yeah, so you just think they're just your take is they're just incompetent and that's it, Anchor Viper?
I have never seen an example of G.I. Joe pulling off a successful operation. No, even in their own propaganda series. All I see is them accidentally tripping over each other and ruining Cobra Commander's plans. If anything, it's just pure luck.
Pure luck, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, let's talk some more shit here. All right, what else do we not like here? G.I. Joe. All right, Cold Slither. When they took over the Cold Slither concert, and Cold Slither was bringing the metal, they're bringing the hard rock, and it was kind of ruling. And then they brought up the shittiest band of all time, the G.I. Joe. Wait, Average Joe band, is that what it's called?
Yes. How could you? Why would they go from metal and see? It's another example of G.I. Joe destroying something amazing that Cobra has made. You know, I love metal, and so that Cold Slither is pretty close to my heart. And G.I. Joe destroying yet another Cobra edifice is just very disturbing to me.
They suck so hard. They really did. I was like, if I was in that concert, they try to pretend in the cartoon, they try to present that everybody's thrilled and they're loving the concert, but it's the most milquetoast Hootie and the Blowfish bullshit you've ever heard in your life.
Well, they only liked the Average Joe band because they were already brainwashed by Cold Slither.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. The brainwashing was like kicking in. All right. I have to query you some blueprints. Well, thank you. Yeah. Hot backup singers, though. That is true. Yeah, that was crazy. The like when the three G.I. Joe girls are dressed up like the background singers for they are hot when they come in.
I'm okay with that.
What's even hotter is they go in the back and they just fucking beat the shit out of Ripper, Buzzer, and Torch. And they're kind of like, yeah, it kind of sucked, but it was also kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's hot. That was hot. Do you have a favorite metal band? Do you like metal music?
Probably Cold Slither. I'm gonna go with. No, I'm not a metal guy. Oh, I like Whitesnake and shit like that, but that's because I'm from the '80s. I'm not the world's biggest, but I like metal adjacent, but I don't think like metal is not my thing particularly. Yeah, I don't know. You?
Okay, yes, I love metal. I love everything metal adjacent, including the blues and rock and my favorite. I should have thought about that before I asked you what yours was.
Yeah, Whitesnake. Yeah, I like Whitesnake. The Cobra.
Yeah. Well,
Cobra.
yeah. I guess I'll have to say Cold Slither.
Yeah. Hair metal. Maybe I don't like hair metal for a reason. I don't know.
You're I do love some AC/DC though too.
Oh yeah. I like some stuff, Yeah, sure. Nice. Let's see. So yeah, all right. So they're lame. That was lame. That was a real big lame one. I'm trying to think what's a real other lame GI Joe move here. Um,
It
hmm.
happens all the time. I was rewatching the Pyramid of Darkness, and I watched, I think it was Duke and Lady J just toss two Sky Strikers to the ground. There goes $500 million, taxpayer dollars. All they do is destroy their equipment.
All right, here we go. I can go along with this. Andrew Barnett's more of a punk guy. Yeah, I like punk. I'm into punk. Buzzcocks, especially, but more than metal.
Excellent. Dead Boys, very cool.
Oh, yeah, you get the same barber. Yeah, nice. Also, Dr. Mindbender has. We all have the same barber. So, what are you gonna? This is Cobra Cuties thing. What are you gonna do with this? Tell me about it. The Cobra
The
Cuties is from an episode of GI Joe.
Yeah, the Cobra Cuties are actually the only good thing about that episode I mentioned earlier. The Viper is coming. The Cobra Cuties are featured on stage at the R&R Center that gets heinously destroyed by GI Joe, but they are one of the core acts of the Cobra Service Organization.
Okay.
So they'll be featured in the CSO and complete with their cute little outfits.
Okay. So, all right. So you're gonna have some girls in outfits on the show.
Yes.
All right. All right. Nice. Okay. Wait. Okay. There we go. Wait. GI Joe cartoon is pure snowflake brainwash propaganda. Don't believe a word of it. Cobra does not fall so easily as they're depicted on that false cartoon. It's true. It's true. Yes.
Hail Cobra.
my boy. Yeah. I don't like the way they portray Cobra Commander. Destro, he's kind of cool. He's just kind of a dick. Like he's always like screwing the Cobra Commander, which is kind of how I imagine he is. No Scottish accent though. Not even trying for the Scottish accent. He's got those eyebrows. You ever notice he has like the big black eyebrows? It's very strange.
It is strange. The Pimp Daddy Destro figures are very cool, though.
Yeah, that's my fave. That's my favorite.
Definitely my favorite version of Destro as well.
All right, next live stream. Yeah, it's true. I am not jacked, so I cannot be Dr. Mindbender. Although I am bald. I'm bald but not jacked. So that's the problem. Destro was always that's true. Destro was always right on the cartoon. He was competent. That's another thing about all cartoons from the 80s. All the villains are very incompetent. They're like all kind of losers. They all fail. Skeletor's a loser. Mumra's a loser. You know, they're all losers. Cobra Commander's a loser. In the cartoon, only in the cartoon, of course. But Destro's just kind of like, he's kind of pissed. Because I think he could probably do something. He's pretty cool.
But they're dreamers. That's one thing about all these villains is they dream of a better world.
Right. Okay, we got Destro's laying chrome pipe on the Baroness Taylor. I don't think he has a chrome dick. Does he have a chrome dick? That's not a part of the lore.
That was a question I asked myself when I first saw the very first episode. I was like, what is on this person's face? Does it go all the way down?
Maybe it is, because maybe they had, his ancestor had, it was like not just the face, but the dick. Could be.
I don't think it does. I've heard it's not that great.
All right. Thank you. See you later, Robert. You heard it's not that great. What? All right. So what? All right. So what's Cobra? You live on Cobra Island? Right.
Yes, sometimes okay. part of the year.
What's it like to party on Cobra Island?
It is awesome.
Fucking crazy.
When the party stops, it's hard to get it. When the party starts, it is hard to stop it. But we know we work hard and we definitely play hard too.
Now I'd imagine the Valkyries, right? Like a girl who joins the Valkyries. bad girl. So they probably party pretty hard. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. We recruit our Valkyries from all walks of life and all different types of careers. So it's not one dimensional, that's for sure.
Do you hang out at the Snake Club a lot, where Satin plays?
Not not too much these days, but I have been a regular there before.
Okay.
I've actually worked there.
What am I drinking? What am I not drinking? No, I'm drinking bourbon. They let you drink in Cobra? Is this
Sometimes.
sometimes? Yeah.
Yeah, not when you're on duty.
He must fly in some good. He brings some good shit to Cobra Island. I'd imagine Cobra Island would be tons of spark. Yes, tons of spark on Cobra Island. Spark will fuck you up. Nice. Okay. So it's pretty fun though. Yeah, I would imagine that's a pretty good time. Like a rally. What's a rally like? Is that a good time? Like you have like an after rally going on here?
There's the morale stays very high, if that's what you mean. I feel like everything on Cobra Island kind of feels like a rally.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Oh,
Let's see.
I'm being told it's time for a joke.
Oh, okay.
A cobra walks into a bar with a giant snake on a leash. Excuse me, he says to the barman, do you serve Joes here? Yes, the barman says, we're fairly open. Well, says the cobra customer, give me a pint of Guinness and 2 Joes for the snake.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Wait. Jeff, you said the toy island. What? No way. That blows my mind. Wait, I live in Warwick. I live in right next to Warwick. Um, by the way, we get nothing. It's bizarre. We live in the home or the former home, I should say, of Hasbro, and we have nothing. Like, there's nothing in stock ever. Like, none of our stores stock anything. We never get anything. We get less than everybody.
Wow.
It's terrible.
You would think you would get more than everyone. You guys should get the coolest stuff.
You would think, but we literally get nothing, and it's pretty confirmed by most people who live here.
Wow.
Yeah, we just get nothing. So that shocks me. I'm surprised they had anything. Crazy. Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out. Okay. So let's see what else. What else we gotta know here? So, all right. So the newspapers claim you're a terrorist. What's all of that about? Argue. Yeah, you do some weird shit. Admittedly, mass device, pyramids of darkness and shit.
I
Um,
I find it so ironic that an organization that's literally headquartered underneath a church so that it's more secretive is calling our organization, which is open and has our own buildings,
right.
our own locations, we're the terrorist organization. But although we are not hiding behind civilian facades, just to name one instance. One man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist organization.
That's a good point. My taxes paid for that Rolling Thunder too. I'm a little bitter about that.
Exactly, and they're going to drive it off a cliff the first chance they get.
That's right. Yeah. By the way, oh wait, how does Cobra pay for all this shit, man? How do they make? What's this? How the fuck are you gonna pay for? You gotta pay for motherships and his tanks. How you gonna do that?
It is very difficult. It comes to us through the genius of Cobra Commander. I can't imagine the struggles that he goes through to obtain the resources that he does for our organization.
Crimson Twins, I imagine. Those guys are creepy, aren't they? You gotta imagine.
They are very creepy. They are very creepy. Where did that come from? The Crimson Guard is very cool. I'm thinking, I'm like, are they aliens? Who, how are they telekinetic with each other?
Yeah,
Telepathic with each other?
twins thing. It's not a good. Yeah, Tomax and Zama, they do the paying. I think I'm interested to figure out how they make that money. Pyramid marketing, yeah, it could be generous donations by viewers like you. Crowdfund, yeah, they should crowdfund.
Exactly. That's how all great organizations are funded.
Nice. All right. Well, let's say we talk about our. I have our list of favorite GI Joe classifieds.
Excellent.
And or is there anything you want to talk about before I move to that?
That sounds great.
All right. So we I had my list and your list, but our lists were very very close.
Really?
Yeah, pretty close.
What did I have on my list that you don't have on yours?
I think it was like out of 12, they I think 9 of them were the same.
Wow.
They were maybe in different orders. So we're gonna go with your list, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you guys can tell me what you thought of. Let's see. So yeah, so you said you mostly dabble in the 3 3/4 inch. That's your thing more.
That's I would say now the classifieds are bringing me more joy. But
Mm.
I have my collection of vintage figures is vastly greater than my collection of modern figures. I haven't been in this era for very long, but I would say that my collection of vintage figures would make most of your viewers' eyes water.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. You have a lot.
Yes, these are behind me is just that these are just my excellent Vipers, and I'm missing one, but I have these are the Vipers and the vehicle drivers here. I have a lot of the little ones. I've got I think less than 10 of the 6-inch figures though.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So I have could Hassan Piker shock his dog? Yeah, maybe no, they wouldn't take a person who shocks a dog. Right? That's terrible. That would be terrible.
I appreciate the Warren Zevon reference there with the lawyers, guns, and
Oh
money.
yeah. There we go. Nice, very nice. Yeah, where is that? There we go. Lawyers, Guns, and Money. Great song. Yeah. So I have all my vintage stuff still, but a lot of the guys have their O-ring. You guys, who in the chat? Who has their vintage? I'm interested. Did you guys keep it, or did you have to go back and get it? Some people had to go back and get it.
Mm,
I'm more interested. I'm not as interested in the 3 3/4 inch right now. I'm kind of into the 6 inch. I like the detail.
I agree. The posability, it's so fun.
Yeah. Plus, it's like I'm not that motivated to get stuff I already have. So it's like that's why the Super 7 stuff doesn't pull me, because it's like, with the exception of like I got Raymar here, your slave. Who's your Cobra slave here? I did have to get him because I never had him as a kid. So if it's like they do stuff like that, you never had as a kid, I'll get that. But for the most part, trying to sell me shit I already have doesn't really work for me, and I just never got rid of anything, which is great. So, but there's a lot of new O-ring stuff coming out, which is very cool. But
Oh,
yes.
cool. So my monitor is just now catching up, so I'm just now seeing the Cobra slave here. That is so cool.
Oh yeah, okay.
Very cool. I almost got that at Target a little while ago when I
Oh
first
yeah.
started.
Do you still have slaves at Cobra?
No, of course not.
No? Come on. Let me
We
just
have
say
volunteers. We have volunteer fighters at the arena of sport.
volunteers, yeah. Let me just say, all right, not racist. Not racist. Their slaves are white. So it's okay. Totally fine.
Not racist. The Mistress Baroness has some slaves, but those are also voluntary.
I would, volunteer for that one, frankly.
You'll have
I
to get
would gladly volunteer. All of that. Oh God. Okay. So this is brutal. Kept all my nicely stored, and unfortunately, about 8 years ago, someone broke it and stole it. Oh my God, that's horrifying.
dude, that's
Oh,
awful.
I would cry. I have 10 from my
Who
child.
stole your collection?
That is brutal. Yeah, that's so bad. Yeah, so Delta 17, that stuff looks pretty cool. And then Operation Recall, and then if you guys know, Valaverse just came out with 3 3/4 inch. And since I actually am a neighbor to Bobby Valla, I went and saw his factory, and he showed me the new 3 3/4, and stuff looks great. So yeah, a lot of Rhode Island. There's a lot of happening in Rhode Island here.
Didn't they
So
move their headquarters though?
they're moving. Yeah, it sucks. It's unfortunate, but a lot of
Mm.
the all the guys that made it still live here. Like Ron Rudette still lives here. Kirk Bazigian lives here. So yeah. Okay.
But
Oh,
I do love the classified, so I'm very happy to talk about the 6-inch figures.
nice. Andrew, yeah, I'm a really big horror fan, so 100%. All right. Yeah, all right, let's talk about the 6-inch guys. Let's see. So you gave me 12 here. And number 12 you had, and this was my number 10. So that's why I'm like, we're going with yours. The Snow Serpent figure. This is an amazing figure. This is a really great figure.
Very cool. I love the wolf pelt over his shoulders. It's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, me too. That's one of the things I love about what they're doing now with the troop builders is they're giving you so many options. Then you really get motivated to buy 3 or 4. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like it's brutal on the wallet. It's killing me because I had to like the Ghost Viper and the Desert Scorpions. I had to get my Desert Scorpions.
Exactly.
I had to get a couple Desert Scorpions. These things are incredible. These are so good. This is this was on my list here. The Desert Scorpions. Did be so good. Like the fact that you have this like guy's face, so you can give him like a commander. That's what I did with my wolf. The wolf pelt is like that's the commander, and he's just a psycho who like skinned a wolf. Yeah,
I definitely want that. Yeah, that is so cool.
it's
The
so
giant
good.
scorpion, that is too cool.
The Desert Scorpions, it's so good. It's honestly might be my number one of the year. It's so good.
Wow. I
Mhm.
know. I think I ordered some. I think I have some on the way, but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not sure. The same with Crystal Ball and the Ghost Vipers. You can't just have one.
the Ghost
And
Vipers I
I think
needed like
everyone who's been on your show in the last month has maybe said this, that they didn't want Crystal Ball until the Ghost Vipers came out, and now you have to have him because they need a leader.
he's so good. He's so good. He's beautiful. Um, nice. Yeah. So I love the snow. I was a big Snow Serpent fan as a kid, and that it was hard to get. I found it hard to get, but when I finally got it, I was just love. I love it. It's such a good figure. Some people complain it doesn't have like the same exact things it came. I don't care. Yeah. Oh yeah, good point. The Scorpion looks like something out of Starship Troopers. Yeah, it does. It's because you just can. That's the thing is you want to buy them and have like a little swarm of those scorpions. So that's what's insane. Yeah. So like Dr. Mindbender apparently created the scorpions.
That would be cool to have a whole scorpion pack if you could buy like 10 of the scorpions
Yeah.
instead of having to buy just the figures, all the figures too.
Well, you gotta have the guy wrangling it, right? Because you can't. What are you gonna do with the scorpion?
You think one guy, he can only handle one scorpion at a time?
Pretty much, man. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Things.
Okay,
It's insane, dude. It's so crazy.
fair. Oh,
It's
you have it in hand,
huge.
so
It's huge too. It's like it's as big as he is. I mean, you're really getting
wow.
two figures. Um,
Wow.
yeah, just so much. Such a good figure. Um, okay.
Gotta
Yes,
get that.
27 points of articulation on that scorpion. That's insane.
What?
Anyway, yeah, highly recommend. Get the scorpion.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. But all right. And so your next in line you had, and this was one of my top figures of all time, was just Scrap Iron.
Yeah, I love the red and blue colors, of course, like the Vipers, and that was the first time I saw any of I think they're called blast effects that are
Mm.
on
Hmm.
the accessories and stuff, and it was just too cool. He comes with so many explosions, and there's just so much violence. It's glorious.
I love his face sculpt too. He's got that like very serious scar.
He looks mean. Yeah, he's a mean dude.
Yeah, it's so good. He's such a good figure. To me, he was one of the tops of that year. All right, this next one. All right, some people are like iffy on this guy, and this is Road Pig.
Hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, what'd you on the and the what'd you all think of the Road Pig? Okay, so
I definitely think it would be very cool to see a female version of the road pig, but maybe that's the metalhead inside me talking, but
yeah,
I definitely want my own cinder block on a stick.
yeah. Road Pig could use another girlfriend. Like that would be cool. Give him a girlfriend. He was in the comic book. He was dating Zorana. He dated Zorana, and and he was like he was bipolar. No, not bipolar. He had dissociative disorder. He had like two personalities. He's very cool.
Seems like a good couple, a good fit.
Yeah, no. The one thing about him is a lot of people said his face sculpt was stupid. I think it looks bad in the pictures, but up close it looks actually pretty great. I don't know if
Yeah, I
anybody else
think it looks
find that.
appropriate.
Yeah, it looks really good when you get him up close. But to me, one of the things I didn't like about the figure was so much of it was well, it's actually kind of like a plus and a minus. It's like a lot of the stuff they gave you. I'm like, I don't need this. Like they gave us that weird pig head,
Hmm.
you know? I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of creepy. Something I could maybe use on somebody else or something to as a I don't know.
yeah, you know what I got into because my kids. So I have three kids, and we kind of play with them together, but they're not that invested in the story. They don't really know the story that well, and they are used to from their main source of play is Lego, and so when they play something, they're kind of used to like, let me come up with my own thing. And so they do the same here. They just start coming up with their own thing. And the pig head wins. The pig head is so good. It's so creepy looking. It's so cool. Even the as far as hammers go, like cinder block and a hammer is amazing, but that other like massive thing is incredible. So I don't know. I feel like he almost is a second character. Like he's almost like there's Pighead should be like another character, and you can just buy two of these and make Pighead.
I agree. I think the pig mask is a little kinky to me too.
Yeah,
Takes a little different direction.
yeah. Wait, thick girl with a hyena dog. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, like so you're saying like a road Bennett like a road pig thick girl? I think like yeah, make road pig's girlfriend. Create a dread. I think that's one of the things they could totally do right now. Create new dreadnoks. Yeah, make them like make a thick girl with a hyena dog. Love that idea.
I agree. That's one of my criticisms of a lot of the female classifieds. The classifieds in general, I love how they're proportional.
Mhm.
They're not all the same size. Destro is huge compared to everybody else. But the women are so small, and there aren't any larger. And I don't necessarily mean like huge girls or anything. They don't
Yeah,
need to look like road pig. That's a little silly. But they're so small.
yeah, it's true.
The arms are so skinny and they're tiny.
Even I just got Pythona, which is actually
Mhm.
right here. Wait, where is she? Yeah, here we go. Let me see. Oh, here she is. I got her. She's tiny. She's like a
Mhm.
little person. She's that small.
Yeah, I think I was watching your show. Maybe it was last week, and you were holding a figure, and I was like, "Is that even a class?" It was a woman. I was like, "Is that even a classified?" It looks like a child version,
Yeah,
but it was. I think it was a Baroness figure, and she was just so small.
I guess let me show. Yeah, comparison. Here we go. So if I was to put them side by side, like he's a head taller than she is, and he's not like a particularly big figure. So that's weird because she's an alien. She could be anything. She's a monster. She could be any size. She did not have to be a tiny woman, which is a little weird. But yeah, I agree. They could do a tall woman. Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones. She's like six something.
Yeah,
You can have a big
at
girl.
least one. Some
Yeah,
give us a Brienne of Tarth.
that'd be fun. And it'd be fun if she was a dreadnought. Definitely, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
one thing I love about the dreadnoughts is that they're always ripped and they don't have any sleeves or anything. So I guess maybe I just need to pop some arms off of some of my girls and put some ripped arms on them.
are you a Dreadnought fan?
Ish. They're another, they bungle a lot of Cobra operations.
Yeah.
There's some, I appreciate their ethos. I appreciate their style. I love the shit out of their vehicles. They're not a particularly honorable bunch.
No, yeah. I love them.
Okay.
Big fan. Wait, okay. Oh, wait. So you're not a fan. Wolfson says she gets a pass. We're talking about Pythona. Not even human, but a genome actuation embodiment, like a Halloween mask mouthpiece to say some fucked up shit before Nemesis Enforcer crashes out. She does look pretty great, man. She is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. All right. So next in line we had the Viper, this is a lot of everybody's favorite troop builder, I think. I think you mentioned the scarf. The scarf was a big.
Yeah, I love the bandanas. I
Mm,
don't love in general, I don't love the retro card back versions. I think just because I like to see a reimagining, kind
yeah,
of.
yeah,
I want to see more detail on the figure than you did on the small ones.
yeah.
Um, but not to
Oh, so I
put
may
that.
yeah, that's probably the wrong one then. Yeah,
It's okay.
I like his coloring though. His color is nice.
The colors are so cool. The
Yeah,
blue and red with a little bit of silver and black is top notch.
yeah. He's got
You're
great.
not going to see that on a GI Joe.
Yeah. He's not on my list because I like the Cobra Soldier, the OG Cobra Soldier best. But
Okay.
I'm very low. Like honestly, I am very much not on the. I did a list that like ranked all the Vipers of all time, and I got a lot of shit for putting him kind of low. Not that low, but he was like in like the 20s, as opposed to the top tens or something. A lot of shit. That was like I would say that most people thought I was wrong. Most people would say you were wrong on that one, which I concede. All right,
Well,
so
it's your opinion. You can have your favorites.
right, yeah. I get it. They look good to me. They're just like what I like about the original Cobra Soldier is they just look like terrorists. They just look
No
dangerous.
frills.
Or soldiers of freedom fighters. They look like freedom fighters.
Exactly. Hail Cobra.
Yeah. Um a female viper. There are female vipers. They're called the Valkyries. Oh no, they're not female vipers. You are correct. Sorry. Yes, that would be cool. Why not have? Because you get the Valkyries, which are female Cobra
I
soldiers.
thought I saw. Did I not see a mock up? Are they not doing a set of female Vipers?
They're doing
Uh,
female Cobra Crimson Guards.
okay.
Yeah. But you
Must
were
have
right.
been
Yes, a female viper would be very cool. And that would be cool. They should just come out with like a female pack. Have like a Viper, Raven in it. This would be great. Viper,
Mhm.
Raven, and like one other, I don't know, like female range. Oh, Eevee. Have like the female range Viper. Selling a 3-pack. That would be incredible.
Very cool.
That would kill. That would kill. Okay.
I totally agree.
Yeah. See, there's lots of female representation in the new version of GI Joe, which is nice.
There is a lot.
But that's kind of cool
What?
though, right? So like as a kid, you're growing up, even that because back in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of, you know, to get a female hero. They had a lot. There was a lot of female heroes.
There was a lot more in my time than there is now in your time. Although there are a lot of classified figures, but
Yeah. They threw in some new ones, which is very cool. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, I think like the thing is like nobody was demanding diversity from GI Joe, and they just they were doing it, which I think is very cool.
really, it is very cool.
It was like
Yeah,
they were like years ahead, just throwing out, every like you can pretty much find a GI Joe that looks like your dad. There's not that many women, but there's still like a good amount of women in comparison to other things, which is cool. So, um, All right. Lack the range. Yeah, Eevee. Right. A lot of people are asking for Eevee. I didn't want the DIC show. It sucks so hard that I never cared about it. So I did not know Eevee was a thing, but you are correct. So right. Okay.
That's one thing I want to show you. Speaking of female representation,
Yeah.
an example of something that we will have as part of the CSO, and some cosplays too. I have a rendering that has been done by Tex Thompson here. I think you're gonna love this. But so this is a cover. I can't
Oh,
I can't see it in my monitor yet. So I don't know. I'm not sure if this is close enough.
that's cool.
I am just
Oh, I can make you the. Here we go. Play Viper.
cool. So this is clearly a gender bent storm shadow. But this is the kinds of morale building programs you will find in the CSO.
That is awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, we're super proud of Tex Thompson over here. So
That's
cool.
pretty cool. I have seen things like that you can buy that are scaled to your classified figures. They'll have like a Playboy with Zoran on it. That's like classified size. Very
Right. I
on
think
the,
that would be very cool.
you can get them
Yeah.
on eBay. Yeah. All right. So next in line we have, of course, this had, and of course we had the same. Our lists were almost identical. Seriously, there was only 2 or 3 things I had on your list that you didn't have. I think Nemesis Immortal I had on the list. But of course, this is
Okay.
on my list. Pimp
If I
Daddy.
had to pick one Cobra Law character, it would definitely be Nemesis Immortal.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's such a good figure. Some people complain about the wings. I thought the wings were badass. I don't know.
What do they complain about? They're too small?
Yeah, I think because they were more like a little crab creature, and then they
Oh,
grabbed the
yeah.
yeah, and rather I think they wanted like a giant span of wing. But I thought it was awesome. I don't have a problem with that. Again, some of these things really colors my perspective because like I'll play with them with my kids, and my kids are gravitating because the lore doesn't matter. They're not questioning Cobra Law and being like Cobra Law is not real, like we are. They will just look at it and go like, oh, that guy's got fucking giant wings and he's got these awesome swords. That's fucking awesome. That's gonna be the one I want to play with, So they love
Cool.
the Nemesis Enforcer. So yeah. So too spindly, is that the wings problem? Maybe. Okay, when and why did they change it from Nemesis Enforcer to Nemesis Immortal? This is interesting. There was a metal band. So Hasbro does not give a shit about its IP after a few years. They just assume. And who could have predicted that we would be as obsessed with this 40 years later, right? I don't think they saw that. And so what they did is they let Nemesis Immortal's Nemesis Enforcer's name lapse. And so a metal band bought it or picked it up. And so now they don't own the copyright anymore. So that is basically
Wow.
why Nemesis Enforcer cannot be Nemesis Enforcer, and has to be Nemesis Immortal. So yeah.
Intriguing.
Yeah. I believe that's the story here. I heard that somewhere, and I think that's the truth. But yeah. So, but Hasbro did that with a bunch of things. That's how they lost Action for. They lost the Steel Brigade. So Steel Core. That's why Bobby Vala was able to pick that up. So
Wow.
yeah. But anyway, okay. So
Wow.
next, so yeah, this is what's so good about this. I mean, he has burning money. I mean, come on.
So cool.
He's burning money. That's like
And the gold guns and the leopard print accents is just, man,
he's everybody I want to be, I want to burn some money. I can't, but I want to.
very cool. I think you did an episode on fantasy classifieds that you wanted to see. And the Pimp Daddy Baroness I totally agree. That's on the top of my list. That's something
Need
that we need to.
100% need a Pimp Daddy Baroness. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Cheers. Drinking some Willet bourbon here. All right. Me too. Well, I'm drinking some. We got Bullet bourbon. Very nice. I'm glad I'm not drinking alone here. Nemesis Enforcer was voiced by Peter Cullen. Yeah. Very cool. Peter Cullen did a lot of like weird like sounds. Peter Cullen was the sound of the Predator. He was the voice of the Predator. When you hear the Predators like scream, like that's Peter Cullen. I think.
Excellent.
I didn't make that up. Maybe I made that up.
That's true now.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right, let's get to the next one. Yeah, so that Pimp Daddy. So what do you like about the Pimp Daddy Destro?
Just like you said, the burning money is so cool. He's just got such an awesome attitude.
Yeah, so good. Neo Tiger says, unfortunately, Hasbro underestimated the G.I. Joe brand for many years and never expected Classified to have the success it is having. It's true. They really just did not see it at all. So, which is awesome because they hopefully now they're waking up and seeing like there's a real potential here. Let's make a good movie that doesn't suck. What's your take on the Anchor Viper? What's your take on the movies?
I wanted to like the movies so much, and I think that was it the second one has The Rock and Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah.
And so, I watched the first one. I'm throwing up the whole time. And then I see that the next one and I see that the next one has The Rock in it and has Bruce Willis. I'm like, oh, they're usually in really good movies. I love Die Hard, #1 favorite Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah, so good.
And I didn't even finish that second movie because it was so awful. I thought the writing was terrible, that I thought everything about it was terrible. I apologize to my Cobras out there who did like it. I don't want to alienate you. It was not good.
It's better than the other one.
So are you talking the Snake Eyes movie?
It's better than Rise of Cobra.
The first one.
The first one. The first one's the worst. I hate that movie.
So I should go ahead and try to finish it.
Have you seen Have you seen Rise of Cobra? That's a turd.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, it's awful. It was terrible.
So bad, yeah. I don't mind the second one's okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So I have a fan casting. Most of my actors are way too old. Me too. I actually did a fan casting and all my actors were too old because I wanted Femke Jensen for the Baroness because I thought she would be really
good. Awesome.
But she's like 60,
But honestly, the age is right. So why not make Baroness 60 years old and make her a badass cougar dog?
Yeah, she's cougar. She's totally hot.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. As if I couldn't love Anchor Viper anymore, she names Die Hard as the best Christmas movie.
Hail Cobra.
Yeah, Hail Cobra. Dolph Lundgren as Duke. I think that is a pretty great actual casting. Actually pretty great. Okay, so next you had Copperhead, the Florida man, the Cobra's Florida man.
I love Copperhead, especially I love the vintage figure too, but I just love the crazy look that the Classified sculpt has on his face. I love the colors. I love the water moccasin. He is awesome. He is so cool. Machete, that's badass.
Yeah. It's a great figure. Willem Dafoe, I think Willem Dafoe would be a great Coco. Yeah. I don't think Serpentor I'm not feeling, but I could definitely feel Coco.
I agree. I love Willem Dafoe. I think he would do honor to his excellency Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
I think you should make a G.I. Joe movie, Mark.
I would love to make a G.I. Joe movie. I've been planning one for like 40 years.
Cool. Let's make it happen.
We'll write a screenplay for it just for the hell of it, I think.
Excellent.
They'll never I've already talked so much shit about the producer. So that's, not that I had a shot anyway, but if I did ever have a shot, which I didn't, the amount of shit that I've said about the producer and how much he sucks Would
about
Barney?
the guy who produced the GI Joe movies.
Yeah, yeah. All I
Hey,
do is talk shit about it.
sometimes that's what gets you somewhere is calling a turd a turd.
Yeah, he sucks so much.
It's not good.
No.
How
Oh,
can you take a franchise like that has succeeded for so long and
well, that's the thing is it isn't big enough that it like a bad movie's gonna do well, but a good movie could kill. I think a good movie could have changed the game. It would
I
like
totally
wake
agree.
people up to seeing like this is like a great mythology that's as interesting as anything. And that's the problem is, but you need to like, so it's similar, like you look at, back in the day, it's like when the Marvel movies came out and they made Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Guardians of the Galaxy was a comic book nobody gave a shit about. That was not a good comic book. That was like I read it in the 80s. It was one of the worst comic books that there was. And then James Gunn came out and he made it, and it was one of their best movies of all time, I think. So it's
I think that's
changed.
what made me so sad about the movies being so awful was it was such a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was like okay for a porno, but there was no sex in it.
Yeah.
Like it would have been a great porno, but they left out all the sex scenes,
Yeah.
so it's not good. But
The other
I
thing,
write some fan fiction too, so the viewers should
oh,
stay
you
tuned.
do.
We can we'll work something out, something actually good.
Have you written some GI Joe fan fiction?
Oh yes,
Oh, between.
mainly about the Mistress Baroness, and I cannot
Oh,
share it
nice.
with you.
Very nice. There is quite a bit about that. I was thinking about doing a video on that, in fact. So, all right.
I love your videos, so Layla features prominently in my story as well.
Yeah. Nice. Shane Gillis as Bazooka. That 100%. Yeah. Shane Gillis. I love Shane Gillis. Definitely be up for that. Okay. Just there we go. We got to thank you. All right, cool. Next we have Wild Weasel. And neither one of us got this, did we? I did not get a Rattler because
No, I wish
at the time the money was not
I had one.
decision. I will get one though. I'm gonna get a secondary market one.
I'll just have to stick with my little tiny guy.
Yeah, but it's a great figure. He's beautiful.
Looks really good.
Yeah, yeah.
So cool. Just the all red, and the Rattler is amazing.
Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, it's one of the greats, all time greats. All right, so we got our last 4, I think. Okay. So last 4 you said, and you combine these two, Ghost Viper with Crystal Ball.
Yeah, I think they gotta go together.
Yeah, they kind of do go together pretty well, right? So, yeah, what do you think about this figure? A lot of people he was a figure that not a lot of people wanted because they thought the original sucked. The original figure was not great, which he wasn't great. He just came with a stupid shield that he was kind of lame.
It's really, yeah.
But he had a good Vincent Price head sculpt, and that was kind of cool. I didn't mind him. But yeah, I don't know what that's okay. I don't know what this is about. That's my kind of lady. She likes them small. Yay.
I would prefer the 6-inch, but I'll take the 3 3/4 inch if that's all I can get.
You can at least provide a 3 3/4, I think.
Come on, yeah. But I do love the green glowing, the translucent parts on the Ghost Vipers and the Crystal Ball is so cool and makes for such cool photography, like what you got up there with the fog and everything. It's just that's what real. When I saw the Ghost Vipers, I was just like, oh, dude, that is just too fucking cool.
Yeah,
I gotta have it. I love the werewolf head.
Oh,
I can't wait to see all. I'm gonna put werewolf heads on everybody now.
Yeah. Oh, you like the OG? Okay. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was there was fun things to do with the original Cobra Crystal Ball, where you can make him I made him. For me, he was Serpentor's spiritual advisor. That's what I did with him. There's a pretty cool version of him from the comic books where he's got like really sharp fingernails. He hangs out with the dreadnoughts. I don't know.
I think that's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, I think he could be really cool. He just isn't. But this new version really makes him cool, and I love these Ghost Vipers. I bought two. I haven't got mine yet. Any minute they're coming in, but I can't wait. And I wanted to buy four, but I really just it was like irresponsible, so I only bought two.
I think I got 4. They come in this
Did you?
weekend, don't they?
Oh
The
yeah, this
24th?
should be in. Yeah, I'm getting mine like 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I forgot those are coming in this week.
They're so good. They're so good.
Oh,
And I love when they expand it. They expand the mythology and like talk like new stuff. I love it. I just love it. Oh yeah, Rasputin type. Yeah, that's what he should be like. He's like Rasputin. That's really cool.
that
Um,
suits them for sure.
yeah. Didn't him and Raptor die in a boat? Yeah. So Larry Hama killed off a ton of the guys that he didn't like. He just killed them off. Killed off Big Boa, Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender came back. So but yeah, he killed them off. I'm doing a ranking, much asked for ranking of deaths. This is one of the most commonly asked for videos from my people here that I'm going to work.
Cool.
I'm going to be doing. But. All right, and next you had, and we have the Valkyries. I loved this thing. This was one of my favorite sets. I just love the idea of getting a couple of female soldiers, and then you had some good different head sculpts. You really could, I only had one set. I want to buy a couple sets though. I'd like to have a little legion of Valkyries.
Yeah, I gotta get some too. It's cool. I love it when they come in a pack. You can get several. Oh man, I haven't seen the I guess they're like the desert accessories, which they don't, she's still wearing blue, but they've
Yeah,
they've black and then the tan too. That looks so cool.
yeah. You had there was a lot of variety in the pack. Like you could definitely make a cool little squad if you had a few sets.
Cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They're great. Okay, next we had the Baroness with the coil. This was actually out. So, by the way, so like again, when your list and my list were the same, I just decided let's go with your list. But she was on my top 3, and one of the things I love about this figure is so they made 2 figures of the Baroness. The secondary one, though, it's just not as good. It's just like it's the same figure basically, but it's not quite as good as the original one. Because he has a Cobra knife, that cool looking Cobra hilted knife, and she's got that weird like Cobra laser gun thing. It's just so cool.
That's awesome. I don't have one of hers. I wonder, do you know, maybe somebody knows if any of maybe the retro card back one comes with her rifle? I wouldn't mind having a classified size laser rifle, her big ass fucking rifle that she has.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's
Is
the
this
same
classified version of
rifle.
that?
I feel like it's not the same. I feel like it's like a rifle, but it's not exactly the same. So
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one because I think she has maybe the largest gun of the vintage line.
yeah, it's crazy.
So her gun should be gigantic.
One thing I will say, let's look at her. She is the most beautiful, like in a creepy, horny guy way, action figure I've ever seen.
Nothing creepy about that.
She is really beautiful. Like that is a beautiful figure sculpt, like face, absolutely gorgeous. Wait, remember? Okay, no.
Yeah, they did a super good job.
She's
I
so
would
beautiful.
I agree, and I'll say it in a horny girl way too.
Thank
You're
you. Yes.
totally right. The one thing I would change is just I want her motorcycle to be totally murdered out. I want it to be all black.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
not
I
the
want to change.
greatest motorcycle. It looks like the Akira motorcycle, so it's kind of cool, but it's not. It was their first vehicle. It doesn't feel like they put a lot of imagination into it, but
Yeah, that's
apparently,
how I feel. It feels like they're like, oh, we got this extra motorcycle laying around. We'll give it, we'll throw it in here.
the only thing is I did listen to them and talking about it, and they said on the Full Force podcast, which is a great show. Do you listen to that?
No, I'll have to. I think I've heard of it though.
Okay, is everybody in the
Okay.
chat? You Full Force? You listen to Chris McLeod Full Force podcast. I like to I like to call out and like acknowledge that I get a lot of information from people rather than just steal their information. So I want
Very
to say
honorable.
Chris is a nice guy, and Full Force podcast is great. But he said I think at one point, he had Lenny and Emily on from Hasbro, and they talked about how that apparently the mythology is that Destro gave the coil motorcycle to the Baroness as a gift. That's like her gift.
Very cool. I might see if I can make a black version of it, maybe for the CSO. If I was given that motorcycle, I would paint it black. So I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
can make it.
right. Wait, who isn't a Viper Island fan? Is that a joke or is that a joke? I fuck with the Full Force. Nice, good. Yeah, it's good stuff. Um, all right, so let's go into the next. This was your number one. All right, so your number one,
But
and this was my number 3, I think.
so when I gave you the list, it's not necessarily in an order of, well, I mean, maybe it was favorites because that was the first one that popped in my mind as like awesome. Love that they did this.
Yeah.
And before I don't, like I said, my thing is laggy a little, so I don't know if you've put the picture up yet. But before you do, I want to tell a joke.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
So it has to do with the figure. So the Croc-Master was walking down the street with Fiona, and a nosy Joe approached him and said nervously, "Hey, where are you taking that crocodile?" Croc-Master answered, "I'm taking her to the zoo." Relieved, the nosy Joe said, "Okay." A few hours later, Croc-Master was walking down the street again and bumped into the same nosy Joe, who was shocked. He asked, "Why do you still have that crocodile? I thought you were taking it back to the zoo." Croc-Master answered, "I did, and now I'm taking her to the movies."
Very nice. All right. So there we go. Croc Master. Now, and one of the coolest things, a person who watches the channel gave me a bunch of extra classified stuff. So I have 2 crocodiles. I get 2 Fionas.
Cool.
Really makes for a nice Croc Master to have a couple.
That's awesome. So he can walk with both of them on the leash.
Yeah.
Oh, badass.
Yeah. What do you love about this guy so much?
The Croc on the leash is just so cool, and I just thought it was maybe it's just because I'm a woman. I just thought it was so adorable that comes with 2 baby Crocs.
Yeah.
It's too cute. And that's what when you asked me about my favorite classifieds, I was like, I don't know, because I don't have that many in my hands, but I would like every time I see them at conventions, I'm just like, no way, are there 2 baby little crocodiles? That is such a nice touch. I love it. But just a croc on a leash is fucking bad to the bone.
I love that thing. Yeah. He was up there for me. One of the things, he's scary. He's a scary idea. Just the idea that he sits in the water and hangs out with crocodiles all day. But he came with that hook. That hook actually was supposed to come with a slab of meat.
Yeah.
So, but they decided the meat was too much money, and so they budgeted out the meat. But he was going to have a slab of meat that he could use to feed his crocs. The croc's name is Fiona.
I guess you could just put your own meat on the hook.
Yeah.
put one of your Joes on there or something.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, right. Exactly. Yeah. When I was little,
that pig head would look crazy.
Yeah.
Road pig head. Not that we shouldn't put there, but that would look cool.
Yeah. Nice. Feel like a croc on a leash wears corn on. Yeah, right. That is very corn. Python Patrol Croc Master. I would buy a Python Patrol Croc Master just to get
that. Would probably actually look cool.
That's actually a good idea. Should do another video where you come up with weird ideas and give that over. Gators taste like chicken. Yeah, I've had gator. It's okay. It's all right. Nice. All right. So that was your number one. My number one, I'll just throw in my number one because I think our lists were almost the same. But the one thing you didn't have on here was I had Major Blood because I think it's the best figure they've ever made.
I actually just picked up Major Blood earlier this week at the at my local GameStop. I don't know if there's more
Really?
than one.
Yeah, so there's the newer one. He's basically the same thing, but he has a little red highlights on him. And the original is like very muted. He's like a pretty much a brown, gray, dark gray aesthetic. But the face sculpt alone is just so
Yeah,
good. It's incredible. Look at that face.
very cool.
Such a good face.
Is it the newer one that you're talking about that you like? That has,
No,
or
I like the
are the face sculpts
original.
the same?
I think they're pretty much the same figure. The new one is the same exact thing, but with some red highlights on him. So I guess he's the same. I like the original better, just because I think sometimes less color for me works more, and like imagining it as a real thing. But
Oh
I
yeah,
think he's only a hair better. I think that if I got the one with the red, I'd probably be happy with that too. I think he's just like, his face sculpt is gorgeous. His weapons are great. His robotic arm is so perfect. He's so good.
very cool. That is a cool sculpt. Now I can see them side by side here because
Oh,
I've
you
got
got
one.
yours. Yeah. He's so cool. But nice. All right. Well, I think we made it through. All right. Well, it was really nice talking to you. Do we have anything else you want to say? What do you got coming up? What videos you have coming up?
So we're wrapping up TV Cobra. I believe the final episode comes out this week. Or next week maybe. I think on Halloween is our final episode.
Oh, nice.
And we'll probably take a little break maybe, but I mean our team is just constantly making new stuff. So stay tuned for the I I think looks like we're gonna do a season 2.
Nice.
So we'll keep everybody posted about where to find that and what to do.
Nice. We're
The
gonna
big
meet.
thing I'm excited about is the Anchor Viper play dates and the CSO. That's going to be really fun to finally get my hands on those toys and check them out with you guys.
Nice. And we're gonna meet up someday, right? That's the plan.
Yeah,
Or is that
we got to make our
is that
movie.
secret? We're gonna meet up and interview. No, I guess maybe it's a secret. Never mind.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It would be my honor. I would be very honored. I want to do a lot more cosplays too. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, the guest channel is TV Cobra. I'll certainly put it in the it will be in the description and all that stuff. So yeah, it's actually TV Cobra, because there's an older Cobra TV. So just to let you know, right? So if you look up, it's TV Cobra, right?
Yeah.
There's somebody whose Cobra TV has nothing to do with GI Joe at all. Whatever.
Oh yeah, we're not the Portuguese news
Yeah.
station
Right.
or whatever they are, Brazilian or something like that. Yeah, you want to meet in Rhode Island for an interview, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You were saying that Boston is the furthest you've gone. Have you ever gone west?
Well, I mean, no, the first was I lived.
Oh,
I've
okay.
left, I've been
I
out of
got
the
you.
country and shit like that, not that much, but yeah.
Okay.
I've never lived much farther than I live, Boston and Rhode Island, basically. So
Oh,
yeah.
very cool. Well, thank you so much for having me on,
Yeah, it was
and
fun
thank you
having
everybody who's watching for watching. I'm sorry for the bad jokes.
you.
I need to bring a laugh track next time.
Yeah. I'll edit in the laugh track later. I'm not.
Perfect.
No, I won't.
So never mind. All those jokes slayed.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. Any last questions for Anchor Viper? Let's see. What do we got? We got some compliments. TV Cobra is so fucking cool. We got already subscribed. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you
I'm so glad you guys like it. There might be some people who are here who weren't here for the very beginning, but thank you. At the beginning, I thanked everyone for joining and for watching, and I like you. This community is just so supportive and amazing, and thank you guys so much for all of your comments and your support. just been an incredible experience. So, and I've had so much fun hanging out with you tonight
That was
and
fun.
talking about this stuff.
Nice. Thank you so much, everybody. All right. Yeah. So have a good night, everybody. Yeah, coming up, I'm gonna be talking to Buzz Dixon in a couple of weeks. So check in for that and probably be on next Monday. But thanks for coming on. Yeah, come back again.
All right, I will. Thank you. Stay vigilant, citizens, and hail Cobra.
Hail Cobra. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.